Now I'll come back up. Hey, there we go. There we go. All right, let me turn the music off so we can not be copyrighted.
How do you want to do this? Do you want me to put the headphone on, or because we only can utilize one?
It's entirely up to you guys. See, I was telling you have him go live and you go live, and then we all three be up here. But that would be the easiest way. She restarted her live completely. I don't know what's going on, Lace. We'll figure it out afterwards, just so we can get started because we're already delayed. We can do it however. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. Arita, welcome. Thank you.
Let's free ball
it. Huh?
Let's free ball it.
Yeah, free ball it. Free balling, yeah.
You can hear. Can you hear us fine?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Perfect. You don't need a mic.
Perfect. Anyway, all right. Well, everybody, welcome in.
Let me turn the camera on.
Just ignore what Ning is doing. She's got a full belly, so, you know, she's a little cranky. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I'm good. I had some hibiscus macarita. That was delicious.
I saw. So she might be a little feisty, guys, but it's okay. Anyway, what's up, Jaden? How are you, ma'am?
Hi, Jaden.
Thank you. Anyway, make sure you guys go and thank you. Make sure you guys go and support Ning. Hey, Ning, when I turned this light on, it blared. It's not like what it showed earlier where it focused it in. Nah, it was just like a big white light. So
really?
Don't know why, but yeah. Anyway.
Okay.
Anyway, this is number 4. Our 4th episode in this journey. I'm Steven. Yeah, we're not quite to 6-7 yet. I was gonna do that when we were finishing 6 and we're going to 7, 6, 7, 6, 7.
Oh, okay.
I saw funny enough, I saw athletic director. They were talking to him about the college football playoffs on ESPN. And he's like, yeah. So I see Notre Dame and Alabama or whatever, or Miami at 6-7. And he's like, 6-7, 6-7.
I saw that.
I was like, oh, dang. Anyway, I'm Steven. This is Ning. And we have a special guest today. This is Big John. We brought Big John because he's a big sports fanatic. Not that Ning doesn't know what she's talking about or doesn't like sports, because she does. But we'll let John explain his history with the sport of baseball. It's on you, sir.
Baseball. You know about baseball?
Well, what is your experience with baseball?
Yeah, I started playing baseball when I was about 5. I'm pretty old now.
He was hitting it off a plastic tee, people.
Wood and a rock. I was around when
yeah, right.
I was around when they invented it. I got a lot of years in baseball, playing, coaching, watching.
Watching. Yeah. Yep. And we just actually me and my daughter went down to Florida, actually to meet them for the first time in person, because John was coaching a baseball tournament down there, which is pretty badass tournament. Oh yeah, that's your hat?
Yeah, WWBA. It's for high school kids. It's the Big Daddy. It's the grand finale before they go to college.
There's scouts and everything there. Oh yeah,
everything.
Yeah, they had video cameras and like they were what do you call it? The guns for the speed of the pitches and like all kind. It was crazy. They had it all decked out there. It was pretty. Now I would have thought they would have had it on a little bit nicer field, but hey,
you weren't there the first day. We did play at JetBlue Park.
Oh yeah,
but they had so many teams there. We didn't make the championship like Final Four, but they
Yeah.
did go back to JetBlue Park in Florida there, and they played all those games there. But they have so many teams there; they're spread out,
Mhm.
quite a bit. Just about every field they can get. We play a lot in Arizona. Man, Florida was it. I can't wait to go back.
There's some nice fields in Arizona too.
But yeah, the fields are nicer that we play on. We're playing on all the MLB fields in
Yeah. The spring training fields.
training
Yeah.
fields. Yes. Here there was a little of everything. But I mean, the fields were nice. There was only one field that didn't play real well, and I think it was like a community park type field.
Was that the last game y'all played, or?
No, that was the one we had the kid get injured.
Oh, okay. Before I got there, gotcha.
Yeah, before you got there, and the field was okay, but the dugouts felt real little league, and the mound was very not used to it because we're used to really hard clay mounds.
Mm-hmm.
But this mound was kind of sandy and didn't have a real good foundation. So unfortunately, both pitchers, both sides, had a tough time pitching. It just seemed like every inning they were getting deeper and deeper into a hole.
And Ning, why is that important for pitchers?
Because I think from my understanding of baseball, because when they throw the ball, when their foot is landing on certain positions, that's how the ball comes off, and how the ball gets delivered to the catcher.
Has a lot to do with balance and pushing off.
It does.
Generating.
That's what he just said is exactly what I was going to say. The push off, because if it's soft and your foot slips and you don't have that solid base for you to push, because all your power comes from your legs for pitching.
It
So
was crazy because with our other coach Jamil, which you met, we literally had pitching lined up before we flew out there. I mean, we knew one game a day. We knew what was going to happen, and who was playing and all that stuff, just like you would in college or the pros. That team we played was out of Texas.
Okay.
And we were actually going to pitch that kid that pitched that day. We were going to pitch him against the San Diego Padres scout team. But the team we played out of Texas beat that scout team on the first day. So we had to give the rock to that kid a day early in order to beat the team that he was supposed to beat if you're keeping up with that. So it was lefty on lefty, and unfortunately our kid was really good, but he even said it, man, like I was in my own head just because it didn't feel good. It didn't feel right. It didn't feel like home. Every pitch he was getting frustrated, not with the calls the umpire was making. He was getting frustrated with how he was delivering the ball. And they didn't beat us by being power hitters. They just made little bloopy contact over the second baseman, over the shortstop. They didn't hit one hard baseball to the outfield. You know what I mean? It was kind of crazy. And then we had a really, really major injury.
Yeah,
one of
I remember
players that really let the wind out of our sails as a team.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, him too. But
Yeah.
as a team, I think all our thoughts and prayers and motivation were all with him as he went through the stuff.
Yeah, injuries are no fun.
Yeah.
So Ning, what do they call baseball in the United States?
What do you mean?
So like there's a terminology that people will say. So when you say football and then you say baseball, It used to be America's blank blank. I say used to because it's not the same as it used to be back in the day.
Tradition?
Well, that's one word. Favorite pastime? Favorite pastime? You ever heard that?
No,
Oh, yeah.
I haven't heard it.
You ever watched The Sandlot?
It's probably
Yes.
one of the oldest sports around. I mean, it was
Yeah.
football.
Baseball.
Yeah, it was
what?
older than football. It was so actually baseball was I guess it kind of derived from the Native Americans. So they play the Native Americans where what is that sport called where they have the little net on the thing and they throw it
Lacrosse.
lacrosse. So they played that, but they also played like a form sort of baseball, and that's kind of supposedly where it kind of sort of came from. But I mean, I love baseball. Baseball used to be huge. It's, in the past, probably 15 years, it's gone way down. A lot of it has to do with politics, and a lot of it has to do with, you know, the person that runs the commissioner and stuff. But I wish it was. I think it, you know, I think
A
it's
lot of
getting
it too, I think, you know, it's you're kind of everybody's got their favorite team,
Mhm.
and by far I'm not a Dodger fan, but you
We
take
talked about that.
you take this year's World Series,
yeah,
that's going to bring the views back up. It was a great
yeah.
World Series.
Oh yeah,
You know, baseball's so long, and they've even added games that, oh, geez, you know, you watch the first couple games after spring training, and you know you're all gung ho sitting on the couch, you know, blah blah blah, and then you know by the second, third weekend, it's like, oh, I
still got 135 more games to go.
Yeah. Then you get the All Stars, and then the All Star break, and then kind of after the All Star break, okay, now you got to start paying attention to where you're gonna where your team's gonna finish up,
Yeah.
and
Well, see, that's the thing too. Me, when growing up, I felt like, well, so if anybody doesn't know, it's a 162 game season for baseball. So it's the longest season of any sport out there. They do have a long break though in between. So from October to, they usually start pitchers and catchers will report in February, and then usually like late March, or no,
a long break unless you're a pitcher or catcher.
yeah, unless you're pitcher or catcher. But the All-Star game and week for baseball when I was growing up was huge. It was massive. It was, everybody was into it. It was you had the home run derby and all the All-Stars, and while it still is good, thank you for the heart meet. It's like I feel like it's lost its steam because the All-Star, if people don't realize, it depicts whether the American League holds the World Series or the National League.
Where you start off at.
Yeah. So it's a big thing because they have home field advantage.
And you know, just like anything else in life, I think,
Hey, Bandit.
you know, social media and all this stuff keeps us a little more up to date.
Mm-hmm.
So it's easy just to say, hey, Siri, or whatever, hey, whatever, what was the score today?
Yeah, true.
His
my
device
Siri came
lit
on.
up.
I hate her. Like having two women in the house telling you what to do, you know? Anyway,
Literally.
Good thing we don't have Alexa.
So I think it's real easy to, like you said, like I'm not going to sit down and watch a game because I can have ESPN or whatever update me. But I can remember being in like junior high, and I hope no of my players are watching this yet. Actually, they have a game right now, so they shouldn't be. But we would maybe leave school, you know, and go watch because, like you said, it was so big, and we didn't have anything to update us, you know, and not like nowadays too, with streaming and other thing, MLB Network, all this stuff. You can
Yeah.
turn any game on you want almost.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Again, when I was a kid, I'll date myself. We had White World Sports that played one game a week. You know,
Yeah, right.
uh, so
Hey, Heather.
again, I
Thank you,
think
Heather.
if we loved it, we made every possible attempt to watch that game.
Yeah.
I mean, most of my summers were eating dinner at grandma's house next to grandpa and him explaining the game, which he played.
Hmm.
He was drafted by the St. Louis Cardinals as a left-handed pitcher. And his IQ of the game, he was a very smart man anyways, not just saying that because of my grandpa, but
Yeah.
he was an engineer and very intelligent. And the way he could describe what was going to happen before it happened, what pitch the pitcher was going to pitch,
Mhm.
how you would pitch that batter if he was pitching, like, oh, I'd throw this right now. Boom, the guy would throw it. He'd be like, see, I told you so, you know, like boom, boom.
Yeah.
and a lot of sports, I'm not trying to demean any players or any other sports, but here's something I've always said. You can put a baseball player on a basketball court and he'll play the game.
Yeah.
Put a baseball player on a football field, he'll play the game.
Sure.
So on and so on. But you can't mostly do that the opposite.
Mm-mm.
And you hear, oh, I don't really watch baseball because it's boring. It's boring because you do not understand the game.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Because the game of baseball is like a live game of chess, I would say.
Oh, yeah.
The game changes from pitch to pitch,
Exactly.
you know.
Well, and the manage the thing with people need to understand too when it comes to managing baseball, right?
Those
And people
are probably for me, right? Not me.
Yeah. say
Thank
what?
you, Heather.
Oh yeah. They're
Send me a corgi.
yeah, send them a corgi.
Um,
Dance. But the thing is a lot of people don't realize that. So with a manager, there's a lot of stress on the people say, well, you have a hitting coach, you have a pitching coach, and yes, you do, because those usually they've been good hitters in the major leagues, or they've been good pitchers, and so yes, they know how to develop. Not saying the manager doesn't,
Right.
but managers have to, like you said, that was a perfect statement with a chess game, because they have to play chess against the other manager, because that's why pitcher on the mound, you're going to bat a lot of right-handed batters in the lineup versus lefties. If you have a right-hander, you're going to have more lefties, as many lefties as you can that are good hitters. And some lefties can hit left-handed pitching, but that's huge. A manager has to go through all that to figure out everything, the best way to go about it.
and how many innings are you going to throw your starter? And then again, who's your second guy and where are you in the batting lineup? Like you said, you might get two guys up, a right-hander and a left-hander.
Mm-hmm.
And because such and such is up on deck next, or when you make that pitching change, it's going to determine which guy they go to.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because he's going to throw better.
Exactly.
I've heard like Maddox facing
One of the best pitchers in Major League history.
facing Bagwell early in the season. I don't remember if the bases are loaded or one or more than one runners in scoring position. And not that every game doesn't count, but it was early in the season, blah, blah, blah. And the catcher called a certain pitch and Maddox shook him off and went high and inside. And then next pitch was like literally fastball middle, and Bagwell crushed it.
Yeah.
And the Astros ended up winning that game. And they talked to him later, and he said, "Oh, I threw that pitch to set him up because we're going to see them again in the playoffs."
Yeah.
And he was like, now he knows what he can do with that pitch, so he's not getting that pitch again, and he's going to think that he owns this pitcher because of that.
Mm-hmm.
Later in the season in the playoffs, he's going to get him, and he did.
Yeah,
He like go for 4 against him.
and the thing is too, a lot of times, like if you throw a pitch like that down the middle, and then when you face him again, if you throw like a slider or a breaking ball that looks like it's down the pipe for a little bit and then it tails or it breaks down, those hitters will bite because they think it's down the chute, so they're going to swing.
Exactly what happened. And
Yeah.
like I said, Bagwell went like 0 for 4 against him in that series or whatever, and it was a setup, you know.
Oh,
I was a
that's-
catcher, and that's one thing we worked on. I think pitch calling has probably evolved a lot because a lot more pitchers have tons more pitches now. I mean,
Yeah.
I remember in high school, most of our guys threw 2 pitches, you know, like fastball
and curveball.
or whatever. Yeah.
Not
you know.
now.
Oh,
There's
there's
so
a
Oh.
many.
Oh,
Oh, Heather.
Who was it to?
That's for him.
Oh,
that's
right.
for you guys. That's for y'all. Oh,
Uh.
no, she sent me one. Dang it.
triple.
Thank you.
Twinnings.
You know, I think, like I said, pitch callings involve so much that, you know, my biggest deal was move their eyes low, move their eyes high, and then back low or something.
Yeah.
Like you said, a break, you know. But
Mhm.
now, you know, the other night, I was coaching, and most of the time I'll let my guys call their own pitches unless we're getting into a situation where, like, and that was like a couple weekends ago when we won that championship.
Yeah.
It was full count, 2 outs, runner in scoring position, and pretty decent batter up, but he was out front. His swing was kind of goofy, and in most cases, I'm not going to speed his hands up. He's not connected, but he hit a couple foul balls. So I'm okay, full count. The kid on the mound, his best pitch is a curveball.
Mm-hmm.
And we called a full count curveball, and he swung out of his shoes, looked at the catcher, and goes, "Who calls a curveball on 3-2 count?"
Mm-hmm.
And the catcher tossed the ball on the field, looked at him, goes, "Coach BJ does," and walked off. You know, and
What's up, wise guy?
again, back to the chess match. You know, you're gambling. You know, I mean, he could have knocked it out of the ballpark too. You know.
Yeah. Well, the
But
thing
he was
is
sitting
too.
on fastball. He was sitting
Yeah.
on
Well,
fastball.
yeah, dead red. Well, because a lot of times in a lot of batters, because it's interesting you made that point because a lot of batters don't think a curveball. I mean, breaking balls, yes, and possibly a slider, but curveballs, generally speaking, because it's easier to control. It's not as easy to control a curveball to get it in the zone always as throwing a curveball.
And that's
Good morning, wise guy.
The pitcher
So-
we had, his best pitch is a 12-6 curveball, and I mean a filthy 12-6 curveball.
Ooh.
Like it gets to the plate and dies, and it starts out kind of high. You hang it, we bang it. Starts out kind of high, so the batter gets a little juicy, like you know, and then all of a sudden it just floats down, and
It
dies.
just falls out.
And all the catcher has to do is catch it, you know, or drop third strike, block it, and tag him, you know. But he swung and missed, and our catcher caught it, and he was frustrated, you know.
Wow, I mean that's his fault. He should have stayed back but yeah, I mean he's sitting dead red, so of course he's
He
going to
would have
swing.
been struck out either way. If he sat back and didn't swing, we had him, and
Yeah.
if he swung out of his shoes, we had him. So, you know.
Well, and
The
that's
only-
a good picture right there.
If he would have made contact, it would have been on the freeway.
Anything's
So-
impossible at that point.
Ivan is a catcher.
My son.
This question is for you, Ning. What would you say is the most important thing for a catcher? Would you say is the arm strength, agility? What would you say is the most important thing for a catcher?
I won't say that. I think To me, I think it's a little bit of everything. He's at as a home plate. He's the captain of the team. He sees everything that's going on out in the field. He needs to me, I think he should, he know the game compared to most. A lot of times I'm not putting other kid down as his teammate, but I think as a captain of the team, you do need to know everything about everything that's going on, including calling the pitch, read the batter, what should be, what's the best pitch that you should tell your pitcher to do. Velocity, you mean, what else?
Arm strength is in throwing.
Strength has to be, he has to be able to throw some guys out when they try to attempt to steal the bases.
Well, let me tell you, everything she says is correct, but the catching position is simplified very easy. He has one job to do. The catcher's job is to make the pitcher look great.
That's what I was looking for.
If the pitcher looks great, the pitcher gets all the credit, not the catcher.
Mm-hmm.
The pitcher gets all the credit.
90% of the time.
If the pitcher looks bad and has a bad game, most of the time it's the catcher's fault. Past balls, no confidence, a lot of things. When I coach catchers, I ask them that same thing. What do you think is your most important role out here? A lot of them say, being a captain or leader. A lot of them say, throwing guys out. A lot of them say blocking the ball. Yes, all that matters. You have one job to do. Make the pitcher look great.
Yeah.
Who the pitcher is. He could be the lousiest guy on the team. Your job is to make him look great. Period.
Absolutely.
Runners don't steal bases on catchers. Runners steal bases on pitchers.
Yep.
And that's why the guy at first base.
What's up, V? What's up, Georgia Land?
How fast does it go from coming set
Love you too, Dustin.
to get in motion
Thank you, V.
to the ball hitting the catcher's glove?
Mm-hmm.
If he's 1-3, we say 1-3 to the plate or less, you're not stealing off him unless you just got a lousy catcher.
Yeah.
And then, if you got a catcher, so you're 1-3 to the plate, and the catcher's a 2-0 from home plate, transferring it home plate to, now you're 3.5 seconds before you get that ball to second base.
Mm-hmm.
So the runner has an advantage. He has a lead off, gets a good jump. If you're above that, you're not getting most runners.
Yeah.
So again, do we steal off the catcher or we steal off the pitcher? We steal
You
off
definitely steal off the pitchers because the pitcher's first motion, that's what you're going to go for. So, and some pitchers are really sneaky. They have really good, looks like they're going to home plate and they're not.
Right.
So, especially some lefties, but yeah, I would definitely agree with that. And catchers, they probably are the least glorified player on the team, but they have one of the most important jobs on the team.
Oh, absolutely. They are, or better be, the leader.
Yeah.
Because they're the ones that can see the whole field.
Mm-hmm.
First base can't see behind him. He's not really looking at second base much. Most infielders are watching the batter, and should be.
I mean, I would hope so.
Yeah, get one in the face, bat off the ball, whatever.
Yeah.
But a catcher sees everything else, including the batter.
Mm-hmm.
So a catcher's got to read the swing of the batter. Is he long? Is he slow? Is he out of timing? Whatever, especially if a catcher's calling the game himself.
Yeah, exactly. John, Heather said she loves your background.
I love it too. I'm in Ming's
So, and there's a lot going. I'll say this, and then we'll move into something a little slightly different in baseball. So, going back to the catchers too, a lot, especially in the MLB, obviously you don't really see this in college necessarily, or you don't see it, definitely don't see it in high school level, but in the pro level, especially really in the MLB, a lot of pitchers have their catcher they want to throw to. So if you see, like, if you say like, let's say John Scoble, for instance, he has a specific catcher he wants to throw to because, again, that connection, communication that they have between the two is what makes that team. It makes the pitcher more confident at the same time, so they are not worried about pass balls, all
He
that
can
stuff.
throw his off-speed stuff and not worry about it. Anybody can catch a fastball.
So
You know.
one last question about catching, John, and Ning, you can answer too. Me, you've never played baseball, but you can answer. And I've always wondered, one thing I've seen about Ivan, though, in your videos, one thing I've noticed, something that's really crisp with him is how he frames the ball. Not just frames it, but where he catches it. A lot of catchers, you can tell that they're like naturals, or they're good, but they're not great, but they're good. He catches the ball out here. A lot of catchers tend to let the ball travel a little bit, and a lot of times the catchers that we played with were always taught if you let it travel, it can dip out of the zone. It can be, it's the eye of the umpire. So the way he catches it, that plus where it is for him to pop up and throw is a lot quicker transition. And that's something that's really good.
Yeah, two things on that. When he was in high school, I felt like we lived in Southern California playing ball.
We were gone.
And his
a lot.
first college offer.
Damn, I wish I was stationed in San Diego still. Anyway.
His first college offer was basically his junior year, summer between junior year and senior year.
Okay.
And he was catching a guy that is now committed to LSU or TCU?
LSU.
LSU.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And if anybody doesn't know, LSU is a huge baseball program.
Well, and probably maybe won't even make it there because he'd probably get drafted out of high school. As a
wow.
That kid went to the area code games, which is basically, if you're at area codes, you're probably getting drafted.
Mm-hmm.
He faced 9 and struck out 9.
Mm.
I said it was probably one of the easiest pitchers ever to catch. But the funny thing is, here's the funny thing. The college, he was the college coach that gave Ivan the offer, son. He didn't play with us all the time. They just they were on the team, but they had other commitments. That was the first time Ivan caught him, which you can understand is hard. You're not used to it.
Mm-hmm.
That college coach was a D2 coach. His first comment was, I want that kid. He has D1 hands.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with Ivan at that time, I think he still lacked a little confidence and GPA to go to D1. Yeah.
Oh, his GPA? He got GPA issues too?
Let me tell you, he found out the difference real fast.
He struggled with his GPA like me?
Yeah, like me. PPS. But let me tell you the difference, if there's any kids watching. The difference between a 3.7, 3.8 and a 3.5 is about $9,000. Student athlete, period. Student athlete. Student first, athlete second. So he took that D1 offer. Anyways, his hands weren't the problem. Like I said, his hands. And now where he plays, he is a freshman. He redshirted his first year, so that means he didn't play any games.
Right.
You know, the NCAA rules and all that stuff.
Yep.
The catcher that was at that school he went to, because of COVID and all these rules going on, found another year to play. So it was in Ivan's benefit to not use that year for competition. more
Mhm.
for development and training. That kid was 26. Ivan was 18. There's a lot of differences between the 18-year-old baseball player and a 26-year-old baseball player.
Yeah.
A lot. But Ivan technically would have been right behind him as the starting catcher.
Mhm.
So he moved schools, grades went up, everything. Kind of, blessing in disguise, maybe. I was kind of upset when he moved schools and all that,
Yeah.
lost his scholarship, blah, blah, blah. But I think sometimes, like, as parents, we were making decisions for him without asking him.
Rodney.
No,
I'm just kidding. I'm just
I'll take
Well, that's gotta be his
Okay.
mostly.
Yeah, she only took credit when I moved him high schools. After he succeeded, she was like, "You're not moving my son." I'm like, "I'm pulling the dad card on this one,"
God.
And then she took credit for it. Oh my God, it was the best move we ever made. Anyway,
sounds about right.
All worked out.
it works. Everything is working out. And I know I'm getting off subject, but hands. His
Yeah.
hands right now as a freshman, he's beating out 3 upperclassmen. Now, his bat is probably as hot as I've seen it since he's been in 8th grade. Communication with the coach, he absolutely loves it. He's moved out on his own about an hour and a half from us.
Still come home doing
Still
laundry
comes
every
home
week.
every weekend like a college kid does laundry. I miss him probably more than Ning does. So I took a spot coaching at the same college he plays at.
Which is awesome.
I don't coach him. I do more recruiting there for that.
Yeah.
Anyways, I didn't always have those hands, so that was something that a good high school catching coach and a good friend of mine and somebody that when they work in your family's life, there's a lot of them. I'm just going to talk about maybe 1 or 2, but that young coach / catching coach who was a catcher really changed Ivan for the better.
That's
In
good.
fact, as much as I can brag about Ivan, and I kind of thought earlier I wouldn't even bring Ivan up much, but there was a point I didn't even know if he'd play high school baseball. Serious. And you've seen him play, and
Yeah.
he's won state championship. He's won, he's done a lot of things. He's had a lot of adversity and stuff to come over, and politics, starting behind another catcher that whose dad might have been more important than me or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
High school
stuff. Yeah.
School, college. Yeah.
We moved him high schools because of that reason. Thought he would flourish a little more than he did. Had some really great times and got hot really fast at the end of his high school career.
That's good.
I got to share that moment with him and told him, hugged him on the field while coaching him. Now you're a great baseball player. In fact, age-wise to age-wise, he's a better baseball player than I was.
That's good.
He doesn't have the killer heart instinct that I have,
Instinct.
which sometimes I'm happy for, but he knows the game better. He's going to make a great coach someday if he chooses to do that.
Yeah.
And he has coached for our organization
Yes.
before, some younger guys.
Mhm.
He knows the game.
That's good.
When you know the game that well while you're playing the game, you're going to have success. He really worked hard on those hands that he has.
Yeah.
And guys, anytime I show him film on him, they say like, wow, he's got good hands.
Yeah.
That position, just like a shortstop, man, he's got a soft glove or soft hands. Well, Ivan is opposite. He's got firm hands, like you said. Boom. Excuse me. And it's really easy to do your job, make the pitcher look good when you got firm hands, when you got good hands.
Yeah.
He was never a good blocker. He is a great blocker now. We got to play a team, another college team, which both the head coach and the assistant head coach are very good friends of mine. Baseball's a close family,
Oh, yeah.
Those red stitches on a white ball really bring a lot of people together from T-ball on up. Anyways, Ivan got to come in the fifth inning because they were letting some other guys kind of prove themselves. And the first guy that got on base, they gave the steal sign. And I knew it was coming. And Ivan threw him out by about 3 feet. And I got my phone in one dugout, and I'm texting to the next dugout, and I'm like, send another. He's throwing darts, And they didn't run any more of that game, He does that stuff really well. And
that's good.
I wish he wasn't so damn humble about it. I wish he was a gunslinger. I wish he was pounding his chest when he did it, because the excitement I get watching him do that. His arm was better than my arm. You know what I mean?
And he's still young. He's still young. He could grow into be a gun, like have a little more. But
the confidence is coming, and especially with this coach he has now. He just absolutely loves him. I do too.
That's good.
I think more than in the catching spot, this coach has helped him in the hitting spot. He's batting number 4 in the lineup. I think he's leading the team
4?
in doubles and RBIs. And you know what number 4 means.
Yeah.
You're protected number 3, and number 5's protecting you. But he is hitting the ball so well. And he's a switch.
Hey, Darren, how are you?
He's a switch hitting catcher. So he mostly bats from the left hand.
Thank you for the Go Popular.
And it's funny because he's not fast, but that coach has said
most catchers aren't.
Most catchers aren't. That
he got drunk.
Oh, thank you so much for that.
That coach said to me, "I'll sacrifice the speed for the hands and the bat."
Yeah, the defense and even if you look at the pros, an average batting average for a catcher is probably anywhere from 230 to about 260. You're really not going to see, if you see a catcher batting over 300.
That's not their job.
No, that's not
job
typical.
Is to make the pitcher look good.
Yeah, that's not typical. But going back to what you were talking about, when you're talking about, and Ning, you can interject in this too. Trying to get my backup in here. You're talking about adversity, right? So a lot of kids, I know I'm older. You're a little older than me, John. So the difference in obviously generations and how we grew up was different. We lived, ate, and slept baseball, sports, outdoors. Everything was that way. Whereas the kids nowadays, obviously, it's not the same. I mean, while they still do, like for me, same thing you were talking about, like that people think baseball is boring. They don't understand it. Same thing with soccer. Like I love soccer. I played for 19 years. And I'll watch soccer matches like crazy on TV, especially the World Cup. Get into them. People are like, oh, they're boring. That's because you don't understand it, right? And I get that. But where I'm going with this is, so what would you guys say? Because it's something I've thought about a lot, because there's been a decline in baseball, which baseball used to be, honestly, in the United States was huge. It was probably bigger than any other country. I mean, the Hispanic cultures have always been, they've always been relevant when it comes to baseball. They've always played it. It's always been something. But in the U.S., it was baseball. Football, the NFL was big, and it was up and coming. But I mean, back when Babe Ruth and all those guys, Lou Gehrig and everybody was playing these games, to Hank Williams, Ted Williams for the Red Sox, all these major players, right? And you still had players coming, probably would say in the 60s and 50s, 60s, and 70s, coming from say like the Dominican Republic and stuff like that. Not as much, nearly as much now. Major League Baseball is flooded with overseas, more so Hispanic, but we're really the Asian persuasion is really starting to take place because, like, even I was watching ESPN the other day. There's another Korean player that is just got made his way. They call it I forget what they call it, where they have to post it. I think is what they call it. But that's going to be the fourth Asian player. So 3 from Japan and 1 from Korea that are, and I don't know why this thing is starting, that are coming from over here to play because everybody wants to play in the majors. One of the reasons is the money. Obviously, the money is very big over here. But two, I guess the question is, so when we were growing up, and one thing, this is where I see an issue with a lot of coaches in a lot of sports. It's not just baseball. It's in football. It's in soccer. It's in basketball. It's in stuff. Coaches do not develop players the way they used to back in the day. Now, I'm saying, like, what I would say is, like, hear me out. I see your look, John. I see your look. But I'm telling you is, what I'm saying is 6'7", 6'7". What I'm saying is, you used to see a lot more. Like now, what I mean by that is they do develop players, right? For instance, so say you have your whole field out there, right? You got your left field, center field, right field, shortstop, all your players, right? And you have 3 players of those that are like, they're badass. They're gonna either be drafted, they're gonna go to a D1 school, right?
Right.
It seems now to me, and again, this is me personally, that the coaches put more time and effort into grooming those players and not the rest of the players, which, in my opinion, the way I look at it is this. I may have 13 dudes, right, playing baseball for me on a team. And while 4 of them may only have, like, be super talented, right? They have a little bit of understanding of the game, they're knowledgeable of the game. They know how to play the game. They know how to run bases. It's not like something you have to put a whole lot of effort. You just have to fine tune them and groom them into being great players. Those other guys, if you put effort into them, you don't know if they could turn out to be great players because you didn't really put as much effort into them. And a lot of those guys sometimes have more heart. Sometimes, like you talked about the killer instinct,
Right.
they have more heart than those 4 big players.
And you're like 99.9% right on that.
Yes.
And I think there's a lot of variables in that.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I was a kid, there was no such thing as called travel baseball.
Yep.
The best we got was American Legion, which is still around. Ivan has played it. Ivan won the state championship with it. It's great baseball.
Okay.
But now that, let's hop, say from when I was a kid, you were a kid, to now you have travel baseball.
Yeah.
Here's the unfortunate thing about travel baseball, which you saw in Florida with our 27 class. So all those kids are in high school. They're graduating in 2027. What you saw, and you could say yes or no, 95% of those teams out there are all dudes. All dudes. You look at, like, the Canes national team.
Yeah.
That Texas Wow Factor we played. So on and so on. I can name a ton of teams out there that didn't even make the top 10 and are great teams.
Sure.
Our team that we took out there was not our whole 27 CBA team.
Right. It's hard to travel with all that.
Well, and I mean, just to sign that team up for that event was like $3,800.
Yeah.
And then you saw where Jamil and I stayed.
Yeah.
And we actually took 3 players with us. Imagine feeding and housing those guys for 7 days.
Yeah.
Other families traveling out there with siblings and grandma and grandpa coming up. This is a big event. I mean, you want to bring grandma and grandpa to this event. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't
exactly
a rec ball thing. But so now go back to rec ball. And we played that, and Ivan played that, and other kids play it, but that's what's dying. And it's parents' fault because dads are embarrassed to say, "Oh, my kid plays on rec ball," while he's getting his coffee or his water in the office, when 3 other dads are saying, "Oh man, we went to the 4th World Series we played in this month and won a ring.
Thanks, Dustin.
$20, blah blah blah." And so now that dad wants to get his kid on a travel team, and he's not even developed enough to play rec ball. And then you get certain coaches that, like you said, "I'll take your money, but I'm not going to develop you.
Yeah.
That's on you." Blah blah blah. So I think age makes a difference in what you're saying, and organization makes a difference in what you're saying. Because you know me, I am probably gone 6 days a week coaching a team, not my team specifically. I can be coaching anywhere from an 11-year-old to a senior in high school or college kid.
Yeah.
And then we have tournaments in the weekend to kind of show what we've done.
Heather said 9 days a week, John.
Sometimes on Ning's calendar. I think that's a Chinese calendar, but you know what I'm saying.
The Lao calendar.
So are we going to develop the 11-year-olds or the 8th graders a little more than we're developing the seniors in high school? That, like I said, it might just take a little tweak or twist here and there. Most of it's verbally. Hey, you're dropping your hands while you're batting, or you're on time, or you're opening your front shoulder, or your release point as a pitcher. It's verbal commands.
Yeah.
An 8th grader, maybe a little of both. An 11-year-old, you're physically, look, bro, hold your glove like this.
Elbow up.
Yeah. So that's from the dads in the stands.
I know.
So
that played the part in that too. Is the dad put in, their input, their expectations on. They don't even help their kids doing homework at home, and expect the coach to kind of do.
Sometimes we get a 8th grader dropped off like it's babysitting, and who's your hitting coach? Well, I don't have one. Well, when's the last time you hit with your dad? Never. And I'm not saying that there's not kids with skills that don't do it.
Yeah.
Like I tell my guys, look, we get you for an hour.
I agree, Heather.
If everybody could come to practice and be good enough to get to the next level, then everybody would be at the next level.
Right.
If you're a pitcher, you better be getting some pitching lessons from someone good, probably better than that. If hitting's your problem and you need a hitting coach, then if dad really doesn't know what he's talking about or telling you to keep your elbow up or something like that, you probably need to be paying a hitting coach. But like Ning just said,
that's
a lot
of
of parents think, oh, I joined this organization. They have a weekly practice, maybe a weekly hitting. But again, our hitting's an hour and a half and we got 20 guys that show up. How many pitches do you get to see?
No, probably maybe 5, 6.
5, maybe 3 times 5.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If we're really rolling through and not having to stop and fix something. So exactly what you're saying, but I do think like on some of our teams, we do a lot more with the team than the individual. Um, And then once they get up like their junior and senior year,
Mm-hmm.
our teams are kind of like local high school all-star teams.
Right.
The best 3 from this school, the best 2 from that school, maybe 1 from a country school, maybe 2, that kind of thing. And then all of a sudden, like you said, we got 15-man roster, 20-man roster, and 17 of those guys are dudes. 3 of them we still need to work on. And that's our job, is to get them to that next level of college. So that's why we have the tournaments, the showcases where we bring. Jamil's great at it, man. Like for what everybody says, oh, travel ball's just a money grab. Man, that guy doesn't take a dime out of this thing. I may be the highest paid coach in our organization, but it's my money.
No, John. What's yours is hers, and what hers is hers.
We're not talking real estate right now.
Okay.
Baseball. But again, if you saw the money I make versus the hours I put in,
Oh yeah.
minimum wage, bro.
Yeah.
It's below
No, I
minimum
got you.
wage. I can't even afford to get Heather to make me a shirt. You know what I mean? She's got a whole half a closet full of MH designs. See the plug, Heather? See the plug? So again,
Dang, shots fired, Heather.
We're really more our end goal. I can't speak for every organization.
Yeah.
Our end goal is to get you an offer, to get your ass in a seat in college.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't always have to be the best dude on the field to get that offer. So we need to put you in the right place at the right time in front of the right person. And, I've seen as many offers go to a kid that went 0 for 4 in a showcase as I have on a kid that's hit 4 home runs in a showcase. And it's not really what you did in the showcase. It's how you how you showed yourself good at.
Yeah, I agree.
You come in and smash your bat,
Yeah.
or did you come in, tell the next guy up, hey, I saw this on his strikeout pitch, or his fastball's flat, his fastball runs in, go pick me up, go get a hit.
Yeah.
Were you a great teammate?
Yeah.
Because
Right.
I talk to a lot of college guys like, hey, tell me about so-and-so. Hey, he's a great kid. Second question is, because that's their first question, what kind of teammate is he? Great kid. Second question, how's the family? I don't know. I don't never talk to the family. That's a great answer, because that means family's not going to call the college coach complaining about playing time and shit like that, What's his GPA? That's the third. They don't ask how many rings does he have from tournaments.
Yeah.
How many home runs did he hit in 8th grade? Did he cry when he slid into second base when he was in T-ball? They don't care about that stuff.
Yeah.
That's that 0.1% you were talking about. Now they're going to get on that college field, and they're going to develop every one of those players.
Yep.
Every one of them. And they got a squad of 52 guys. They're going to develop every one of those guys. Now, if the kid doesn't want to be coachable and take that up as a sponge, that's on the kid. Not but they have
the kid has to have that desire. You can't teach. That's one thing our coach used to say. He said, I can't teach. He said, I can teach how you to be talented. I can't teach you how to desire to play the game, to want to play the game, desire to be here on time, desire to put your work ethic. I can't teach you that.
The only thing a coach will tell you or do for your love of the game is honestly make you hate the game. A bad coach. They can't make you love the game anymore. In a sense, I think I had really good coaches that helped me love the game, but I just liked playing the game.
Yeah, they
I
encourage
played
you.
football and baseball. Everybody thought I was a better football player, but I love the game of baseball better.
Mhm.
You know, that was just me. I had really good coaches that probably made me love the game, and I think that I'm one of those coaches. You know, you've seen my kids
Mhm.
on all levels comment. You know, and I'm a player's coach now, but I'm also a disciplinary coach.
Mhm.
I'm also the guy that will kick you and your parents off the team if it needs to.
Yeah,
You know? Well,
No, that happens.
unfortunately,
he's mainly saying the parents.
people off the Bill, though. Yeah. Sometimes
see-
Bill calls me and says, "Get rid of that kid."
They always rail to this guy, and he'll always be the bad guy.
Well, see, the thing, it goes back to where that's what I've only coached like YMCA teams just to have fun with kids and the younger kids and just get out there and just, they want to play. And so you kind of try to teach them just the basics and let them have fun and stuff. But the thing is, where I find it interesting, like you said, is like you have a lot of parents, you ask them, well, does your dad hit with you or throw the ball with you? No. But then when they get to the game, man, those dads are they're like MLB players that will tell you everything that's going wrong. You're like, you've never played the game. Just because you watch the game does not mean.
Those are the
You
worst.
don't know. Like, I rarely turn around while I'm coaching to the stands, but I don't miss anything that's said.
But see, like from him, he's always in the dugout, right?
Yeah.
But for me, I sit in the stands, so
Oh, yeah.
not only the dad, the moms, on
Oh,
the
yeah.
other hand, even worse to where, like if my kid, they'll start doing the coach dad, those
Mm-hmm.
type of thing, the conversations get started, and I have to walk away, to be fair. And then, the mom's even worse because if the dads are like, oh, he played like he knows
Moms are
everything.
pretty bad, too.
Moms are pretty bad. On top of it, when it comes to making excuses when they do bad play or anything like that, all of those play in part on these kids too, how they perform on the field and how they
Mhm.
do
I
with their teammate too.
I have one that was probably the worst I ever had. And believe it or not, it was a 11U group that really needed help. They were kind of like the
John won't kick me out. I feed him.
said that.
Andrew.
Oh.
Oh, Andrew's dead.
Who?
Andrew's dead.
Andrew. But see, ladies, just so you know, that Ning said that. So take that to heart because a lady told you that. That wasn't coming from me and John saying that women are the ones that are the problem in the sport. That came from another
No,
woman.
we have some really good parents too.
I'm just kidding.
And here's the
I'm not
crazy
joking.
thing. It is a crazy thing, and if some of these parents are in here, they can tell you. Our organization is a family from bottom to top. It really is.
It has
And back top to bottom. It has to be. And there's some families that just don't fit in our organization. They're chasing championships. They're chasing
Yes.
rings. We're trying to develop those younger players to get to that high school level so we can get them a spot in college.
Sure.
I don't care how many championships. I don't care how many home runs. I don't care any of that stuff. And I think sometimes the parents lose sight of that.
Mhm.
But this one, man, we usually have a 24-hour rule. Like if you're going to yell at a coach, wait 24 hours after the game. So you've calmed down, the coach has calmed down, blah, blah, blah. So I had this one mom. Dad didn't really show up to a lot of games in the beginning. It work related. He was
okay, I got you.
He ran. Actually, I think he ran a big Target store. Like ran everything.
Okay.
Anyways, mom always chipper, smile, blah blah blah. Kid was a little below average player, but they threw a lot of money at him. Pitching lessons, hitting lessons. They could afford it. They threw a lot of money at him. So we literally were in a championship game, which this team had never been in.
Okay.
I took them over. like the first 2 weeks, we're in a championship game in a tournament, and I don't complain about umpires too much, but we really lost the game at a call at the plate in the last inning. We should have tied it up, and we still had a runner on. Should have tied it up. We would have had a runner on third, but the umpire made a lousy call at home plate, and the kid was called out. Game over. We lost by 1 run. So most of our parents and kids were ecstatic we made it this far. I think we even got a little silver ring, like second place. The kids had never got anything. Yeah, first losers, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, usually in high school we throw those away in front of the players and
You're right,
water
yeah.
in the trash can.
Oh my
Anyways,
God.
so mom comes up kind of buttery after the game. I'm grabbing my fungo and backpack. She's like, "Hey, coach, can I talk to you?" And even in a real cheerful voice. And I was like, "Yeah." And I forgot, like, oh shit, I haven't coached this level in a long time. I should say, I really got to go. Why don't you call me tomorrow? But I went, "Yeah." And she lit me up, bro. My kid this, my kid that. I don't think it was fair that this. And I'm like, what is she talking about? Like, this lady is nuts. Her kid's not even the best outfielder. And we played him in the outfield probably about 90% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
My son wants to be third base. I think that you should at least give him a shot at third base. We have in practice. He can't play. Blah, 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 blah. So what do? We got like a game on Wednesday. Okay. Game doesn't mean anything. Guess
Played him at third base.
Guess who got to start third base? By the third inning, this kid in the dugout is like, "Hey, coach." I go, "Yeah, bud." And the kid was a nice kid. Don't get me wrong. It was the parents. "Hey, kid, coach, if you want me to play the outfield, I don't mind, And I'm like, "You sure?" And he goes, "Yeah, I don't really want to play third base that much." And I was like, "Okay, bud, next inning, go to left field or whatever." And he caught like 2 fly balls after that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the look on the parents' face were like, "How dare you take my kid out of third base after he made like 5 errors in a row?" They could have got us out of innings. And
Snap.
but back to just like I said about Ning and I
Yeah.
don't think they really ever even asked their kid, "Where you want to play?" Dad wanted him to play at third base, and so jump about 3 years. They quit. Actually, I threw him off the team because of the dad. We were in Reno, and his kid made a mistake, and he was screaming and yelling at me because I didn't tell his kid not to make that mistake.
Okay.
And again, it was a championship game in Reno. It's baseball, So he quits, starts his own team where the kid started every position he wanted to, blah, blah, blah. We have a new team. Our kids are older. He's older.
Mm-hmm.
He got a little better, but not much. And you know me, we just, I hate to say, picked on him, threw him hard fastballs inside. I mean, he struck out like 4 out of 5 times and walked once. He never put a bat on a ball. He was playing third base. We probably bunted like four times in a row. He couldn't get to the ball. He couldn't throw anybody out.
It was crazy.
Dad wouldn't even shake my hand after the game.
I mean, that's
and started mouthing off. And I was like, "Bro, get out of here," And that's what's sad. A bad coach can hurt a kid, make a kid not like the game, like you said. Like, why are you always developing these other guys, but you don't even show me how to field the ball?
right.
Which I try not to be that guy. I love all my players the same, I think. I mean, of course, every coach they say coaches don't have favorites. Yeah, we do. We got the guy that shows up early, that never misses practice, blah, blah, blah.
Exactly.
But that particular kid like that, not only is his mom and dad just lousy, but he was the kid that missed practice
Mm-hmm.
when he should have been the first one there,
Mm-hmm.
getting extra ground balls or whatever. So I think he won't play in high school. He won't. He's like in the 8th grade right now,
Okay.
and he will not play in high school. I know what school he's feeding into, and he probably will never see the JV field. That's how good that high school is.
Wow.
And no matter how much your parents have money to throw at it, and I feel the first time he gets cut from a team, he's going to really hold it against his parents, because instead of his parents embracing him and, hey, keep working harder, keep doing this, keep doing that, they blew smoke up his ass and like, no, you're good enough to do this. They went the opposite way. They blew his head up and, blah, blah, blah. Thank you, Andrew. We also have some of the best parents and players. So I tell these parents sometimes, you're looking at a coach that loses sleep over your child.
Dang.
And that doesn't just go on the baseball field. I got, I won't say his name, but he's like an adopted son to me. He's a sophomore in the high school, both CBA and the high school I coach at. And he didn't make grades his freshman year. And it hurt me so bad. And I got on him probably more than his own mom and dad did. And yet his dad's still at the field volunteering all the time and still bro, your dad is busting his ass over here.
Yeah.
And you didn't even make the team because of your grades.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to take him out of town with me all the time, Arizona and stuff like that. And I kind of grounded him. I'm like, tell your grades, get up. You can't go out of town. So
He gets spoiled when he goes with this guy.
Well, when the kids go with me.
Oh no, trust me, I believe that
I
completely.
ain't eating McDonald's, so they ain't eating McDonald's, But no, so
You want to see the charges on my card?
so in reality, like Andrew said, I would
Everybody
say
doesn't know Ning funds everything. No, I'm just kidding.
I used to have a listed business that I funded most of the baseball stuff with. Anyways, our coaching staff with CBA, like I said, I don't know about all organizations. We have a lot of ball players that play the game that are now coaching, and it doesn't just stay on the field. It's life situations. I've had high school players and CBA players cry on my shoulder. Ning and I took a kid for 2 years that was he left one high school because of a very, very, very traumatic thing that happened to him. Lawsuits, the whole thing. Left that high school, transferred to our high school, was in our organization. His own family kind of didn't handle the situation right, didn't get him help for it. I think mom tried, dad turned his back. Ning and I and Ivan, he went everywhere with us for 2 years. Ate with us, slept with us, drove with us, not a penny from his parents. Not complaining about that.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that kid just got cut out of college. And really great player, but he needed more than just me. He needed more than me, Ning, and Ivan. He needed his own family at home. And
He didn't have it.
Didn't have it. Didn't teach him. Dad wanted him to be a whole lot tougher than he was, and didn't teach him how to get through that moment, that black
time,
moment in his in his life, and it carried over out of high school into college, and he just got cut. Yeah, and kind of broke my heart. Text him, he didn't even text me back, man. I
Wow.
think, I think he just going through it,
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, it's pretty sad. It's pretty sad. Like I said, it takes a lot. So when it comes to, we'll start wrapping this up a little bit. I know baseball has, let's see. I would say probably the late 90s, early 2000s. Baseball went through a little bit of a turn. So it was going really well. Baseball was really big. It was probably the top sport, even over the NFL, even though that's hard to believe. But then we started having the PEDs and the stuff like that coming into the game, and you got the Congress getting involved, and then these players going and having to testify in front of Congress for HGH and steroids and this and that. And I really think, in my opinion, you guys can let me know if you agree. I think that kind of dampened the sport. Now, I will say, for me personally, I understand that
I'm listening.
taking HGH or something of that nature, and if anybody understands, HGH is not to make them grow taller or anything like that. What HGH is taken for, or PEDs, is so that it helps the athlete's body recover faster. And generally speaking, you're going to see more of the older players. And when I say older, the late 30s, early 40 players do that. So their body regenerates, it heals, and they're good. Because like pitchers, they do 5-day rotations. So every 5 day you pitch, unless you're injured. So by taking these, that helps. Now there's a huge thing when it comes to, a lot of people have made a huge issue when it comes to, say, like Barry Bonds, right? Which Barry Bonds is probably one of the best hitters I've ever to play the game of baseball. One of the best ones. Besides, I mean, obviously, back in the day, these old guys, they didn't have the equipment that they do now, right? They didn't have the bats. They didn't have the stuff that they have now that the guys did later on. But we'll just use Barry Bonds' example. So Barry Bonds has been out of the league for a long time. I don't even remember. It's probably been close to 20 years, 15, 20 years Barry's been out of the league. Barry Bonds broke the home run record. He leads the all-time home run record. He holds the all-time home run record in the majors for, I think it's 763 or something like that? Or is it 770? I don't know, remember. But anyway, he's not in the Hall of Fame. And in my opinion, that's a shame. The reason why he's not in the Hall of Fame is because he was tested and pop positive for HGH while he was playing the game. And so they called it cheating.
He put a black eye on it.
Yeah, so my thing is, and he wasn't the first one, so it wasn't necessarily just him. But the thing is, the way I look at it is this, and if anybody has ever played a game of baseball, you'll understand. There is one sport and one sport only that you can't just pick up and play. Well, maybe two. Hockey, ice hockey might be another one, because you got to learn to skate, and you got to learn to have balance and do all this stuff.
A baseball player could get on an ice rink and play.
I probably could. But when it comes to, like, when I'm talking about like baseball players, right? Because the thing with baseball players is hand-eye coordination is not improved by any sort of, thank you so much for the heart me. Hand-eye coordination is not improved in any way, shape, or form by any kind of supplement that you take that's going to help you. It does not. Your hand-eye coordination is something that you're born with. You've gotten better at as you've got matured and played the sport. And for me, Barry Bonds didn't hit those home runs because he could bench 415 pounds. He hit the home runs because he read the pitches. He could see what pitches he was getting, reading the seams of the baseball as it was coming in, and he could swing. His hand-eye coordination, he was keeping his form. Everything was perfect, and that's what caused him to do it. Go ahead.
Can I stop you for a second? 100, again, 20% right.
I'm just kidding.
You're not going to stop me, bro. We've met in person. You're nowhere near as big as me.
Go ahead, John.
here's what, again, people don't understand, just like you said. And I have partaketh in probably every one of those.
All right,
Every
man.
one of those banned substances you mentioned. We'll put some of my old pictures in the background. But here's the thing: is you take, like you said, like Babe Ruth versus Barry Bonds.
Mm-hmm.
No comparison. I'm sorry, there's not.
No, there's not.
But here's what's helping our players today. They have computerized. I don't even remember. I know the name of it and I can't think of it. But that you actually do in these sports training, it's not just the field.
No.
They're teaching these guys how to run with 40 wires on them. They're analyzing. You know, if you curled your big toe a tenth of a degree, blah, blah, blah. The hand-eye coordination, it's the grab the green triangle as it pops up on the screen, you know, versus the red. No, dummy, you did the red. Like, go run a mile, you know. Come back when you can do it right. The training we never see. Like Rapsodo for pitchers. We just bought one at high school.
Oh, did you?
It's damn near $30,000 for high school. And I don't know much about it. I'm not a pitching guy. Okay. Something that Ivan could probably be is a pitching coach because he catches so much bullpens and stuff like that. What'd she say?
She said, I saw your size, and I said, go ahead.
That is mean.
Well, and first of
Put
all,
her on a timeout. Put her on a timeout.
that could be interpreted in a
It's
wrong
all
way
about
too.
manpower right now, anyways. That Rapsodo pitching machine
Yeah.
with our high school pitchers. Our pitching coach develops a lot of D1 pitchers. I think I sent you a picture. Those two guys, the one from the Dodgers and the one from the Cardinals, he was their pitching coach in high school.
Oh wow.
Okay. Now they're beyond what he teaches, but that's what I'm saying. That's the caliber of guys he's teaching.
Yeah.
Watching pitch by pitch on that Rapsodo that tells you the spin, the velocity, the downward trajectory or side to side trajectory on a slider or whatever, and to watching who did that.
Stars.
Thank you, Star.
Thank you.
Guess I'm not good enough for a corgi. But I'm teasing. Don't send a corgi.
Heather already gave you a corgi.
I know we owe.
Oh my God.
But watching him go, hey, change your fingers from this on a fastball to this on a fastball, and watching the rotational spin change on a computer that a naked eye would never see. Seeing some guys, D1 guys, get drafted this year, what round we went in, and where they're going on a different position on the field because those major league teams, they want them to develop, but they've seen their college stats, and he can't do this because he hasn't seen enough 95 plus velo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's all matrix. It's all, if I'm using the right word, it's all computerized stuff. Like Steven said, you could take all the HGH, testosterone, Anadrol. I mean, go look at Mark McGuire's rookie pitcher to his second season.
When he was with the A's, drafted by the A's.
Bro, if he wasn't taking 3 Anadrol a day, I don't know what he was taking.
That dude went from looking like meat all of a sudden.
And I think going back to what you said about more hitters in that steroid era or whatever you want. Can I say that on TikTok without getting bananas?
Sure.
In that, because that's what baseball called it, was the steroid era. It was all batters. Well, it was all batters because they were all 20-inch biceps, and that's not normal for a baseball player, but it's starting to be.
Thank you,
Look at
Stars.
we weren't supposed to lift weights back in our day. It would
Yeah.
make us tight. It would make us this, that. Well, now these guys are strength training, but they're doing the biometrics and stuff like that to keep mobile, keep loose. But going back to the steroid era, okay, a lot of more than just the steroids killed that era. Okay?
Yeah, true.
Because to every one of those batters, pitchers were doing it.
Of course. No, yes,
You
absolutely.
got to hit a round ball with a round bat. It touches that much. Eye-hand coordination. Okay, but here's what happened on top of that: ticket prices.
Yeah.
Well, if I'm going from paying $7 a ticket to $57 a ticket, I want to see a guy with 20-inch biceps hit the ball 450 feet dead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I also want to see a pitcher throw 105 miles an hour
In
too.
the tight pants.
Oh wow, you had to throw that in there, Ning.
Steroid era, they wore loose pants.
Not
Not
nowadays.
Mark McGuire.
Now they go with
Dirty
the tight
minutes and
pants.
stuff. Anyway,
What is wrong with
those
you?
all the players. But
Hey, that is a woman right there for you.
yeah.
Especially when they're stretching.
But that steroid era kind of put a damp on it because of a lot of reasons, not just the steroids.
Yeah.
And
I
a
agree.
lot of it was ticket prices. A lot of things killed the attendance of the game.
They did. I
More
agree.
TV broadcasting, MLB Network, and all that. Well, why am I going to go pay $57 and another $200 for a hot dog and a beer and peanuts when I can sit at home and do it a lot cheaper?
Mm-hmm.
You know? So a lot of things besides the steroid
Yeah. I agree with you.
killed that. But of course, you also in that era, everything was bad for you, just like in the sea in a couple of years ago. Everything that was good for you was bad for you. You know me; I'm a big natural medicine guy.
Yeah.
But what is natural in your body? Human growth hormone, testosterone. You know, doctors that don't believe in testosterone replacement are kind of goofy.
No, I agree.
Because
I agree.
your body, as soon as you hit 30, your body does this. And
Drastically.
there's another.
Mm-hmm.
Drastically. Why do you see so much TRT replacement now? Why do you see some HGH replacement now? Or what's the other one? It's better than HGH. But now we're getting into
I don't even know.
IGF-1.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But now, look at the air we're getting into now. Now we're getting into peptides,
Yes.
which again are synthetic, but yet an amino acid that will repair you, like the BPC 157.
Right.
Personally, in the last year, have seen 3 athletes that might have hung it up because of injuries take a peptide, which is totally legal.
Yeah.
You can't test for it because it's an amino acid. So hence it's legal. It have made it through their injury very quick and got back on the field, rehabilitated and played and continued their career. So I think a little bit about that error was stigmatization. Oh, it's bad. You know, it'll do this, it'll do that. No, it won't.
It wasn't
You
enough
cannot
research.
take something, sit on a couch, and look like
Yeah.
the Hulk.
Yes.
It's just like you
You
said.
still have to work out.
And you have to go push heavier weights. It's to repair your muscles to recover, so you look like that. I used to do bodybuilding, you know, and stuff. Ning made me fat.
I believe it.
Well, you see how she eats, bro.
I saw.
I love food.
3
so
desserts, 2 plates.
She went from a small to a medium real fast. Real fast. She's going to be taking hormone replacement before you know it.
Oh,
I hope it hits her attitude first.
well, and I agree with what you're saying, John.
Talk about bad error here.
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying when it comes to that
Did she
because
bad? Yeah. Oh, baseball.
wait.
I thought you were agreeing with me.
What it is? 2 against one? What's going on? What?
Yeah. But there were a lot of variables, but the
Yeah.
steroids is what
But
blew
if
it
you-
open.
the funny thing I look at, like, so I've done some research into it, right? So I look back because obviously pitchers did it too. So you had Roger Clemens doing it. I'm sure there was a lot of other pitchers did it that didn't get caught, right? That there's 2 prominent
Same with
ones.
the pine tar and Vaseline.
Yeah, of course.
Tons. My grandpa
I mean-
used to tell me every spot on his body he put a different element. And I'm like, what? I mean,
even
like
t-
Vaseline on this ear, pine tar here, like honey.
They thought he was
inside
giving
the ear.
They thought he was giving signs to the catcher.
Yeah, he touches so many things in between pitches. You know, you didn't have to back in the day. You could go to your mouth to the ball.
Straight to
Now,
the ball. Exactly.
You got to go to your
Yes.
jersey or whatever.
Because people don't
There's
realize
so many
that
more rules
yes.
now.
Oh,
you know?
yeah. And now they're checking the gloves like every inning as the pitcher comes off the field. Like, hey, do you got anything in there? Because the thing is,
Chris.
even if you take your finger,
Not
right?
just the
And
glove. He's getting patted down.
well, yeah. Well, that's off camera, but yes.
He looks like a parolee.
He's probably got a ankle bracelet on, but the thing is, you can take just your, like, if because you have pressure fingers when it's pitching, right? Certain pitches you got different fingers that are pressure fingers. Like a fastball is usually your index finger coming off. Both fingers are there, but it's that index finger that pushes that ball. But you can take it and just licking your finger and putting on that ball gives you the grip and it'll cause more spin. And a lot of times fastballs would have more spin. They have like 2-seamers. They have more spin. They tail off and stuff like that. But my thing is this: if you research the error, there were more home runs hit after that error than during that steroid error.
Because the compression of the ball changed.
Well, true.
So you have.
It's
if
like
you
golf.
Go through, exactly. If you go through the history of baseball, you have hitting errors, you have pitching errors. Then it kind of comes back to hitting errors. Then because they're continually changing the compression or pressure or wood in pros.
Yeah. True.
I don't want to mention in front of Ning, but you and I had a discussion yesterday about technology on baseball bats.
Oh yeah.
The
We're looking like
creation
that for me.
of the inner,
There's
the
a
outers
conversation.
has not changed, but the inside diameter and the wall
Yes.
thickness on these bats, they have 2-piece composite bats, they have 1-piece alloy bats. The exit velo on some of these alloy bats now in NCAA is like 125 miles an hour.
Yeah, it's
That brings
crazy.
a whole different meaning to the hot corner at third base.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah. That kid better not play third base. That's all I can say.
he did.
Because
We had a
well,
kid. We had a 9-year-old playing up in the 11U. They was playing third base. He's small. He usually plays second base, but we were playing a really lousy team with one good player on it. Hey, coach, I play third base. Yeah, go play third base. Kid's a goat at 9. I can't wait to see him in high school. He got a ball drilled to his chest. Never got his glove up. Line drive to his chest from third base. After that game, and it knocked the wind out of him, cried the whole 9 yards. I probably would have too. I've been shot in the chest. I feel his pain. I went home, I looked that bat up, and the exit velo, the distance, we figured it out. We figured the velocity, feet per second, on that ball hitting him in the chest was the same thing as a 380 bullet.
except that
Bullet.
that deadened against his
Thank
chest.
God it was a baseball instead of a tiny
Yeah,
projectile.
yeah.
You know, it was the same velocity, feet per second, as a 380 bullet.
That's insane.
They hit this 9-year-old kid in the chest.
That's insane.
And that's how hot they're making these bats.
Well, yeah.
And
I
that's
mean,
why
even
certain
when-
leagues,
yeah, go ahead.
they have outlawed those bats, you know, and
Yeah.
they're under a different certification like USA instead of BB Court. No, they deaden the bat.
No, I
It-
know.
deadened.
But there's still
it
still
looks
crazy.
it's painted the same. It looks the same. It just has a different sticker on it.
Yeah.
But they're dead. They're
Mhm.
or I shouldn't say that on here, but they're not as spongy. You know, the ball doesn't come off them as hard. But
that's
yeah. But
and people don't realize it.
I think what you were getting at with that error
Mhm.
is it and fall off a baseball is like, oh, those guys cheat, you know, or those guys do that. No,
Mhm.
they're recovering their bodies because they have 162 games. I don't know what they had then, but probably 150. You know, their bodies need to. It's why not only is like the Bananas like the Harlem Globetrotters of baseball,
Mhm.
but those guys are getting paid per game more than MLB players because they only play like 30 games a year.
Mhm. Yeah.
And if you go game to game, like I said, you know, minimum wage, you go game to game, a guy can retire from MLB or a guy that never got drafted go play in the Bananas because he's got a following and a skill and make more money than an MLB player per game.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? It's crazy. You know?
Yeah, I want to. That's one thing I want to do next year. Is I want to get up to Savannah and go see the Savannah.
Oh,
Bananas.
I didn't want. I took Ivan. I didn't want to go see it. Like, this isn't baseball. I had a great time. They put on a show. It's Harlem Globetrotters,
Yeah, of course.
but they're literally playing a game of baseball. It's
But
live.
they just dance.
But no, there's a lot of them. They have a pitcher that pitches off stilts. He hits off stilts. I mean,
There's a dude that pitches.
it's a
He does a
fun
backflip
show.
and then throws a pitch.
Oh, it's crazy. Like, and now they're up to like, I think they have
4 teams.
4 teams. Yeah,
Mhm.
and they're playing in MLB instead of like AAA stadiums.
Yeah,
We can
yeah. There's
really-
but the cool thing about them though is they have kept their ticket prices low.
If you got to go watch the whole story about the Bananas, and then I have a coach that coaches for them, who told me even more. Their story is why every town they come to, they were almost homeless
Yeah,
like
yeah, I
a
knew
week
that.
before they hit it, and like every town when they came to Fresno, we're in Fresno, California. When they came to Fresno, they brought an organization out, and it had to do with like battered wives and children,
Mhm.
but they usually donate to like that organization for like one family or something. They did everybody in that organization when they were in Fresno. It was a tearjerker.
Yeah,
When they go out to eat, like when they're in Fresno, it's not like, hey, you know, be back at 7:00. They go out to eat as everybody. The band, the umpires, the players, the trainers, the coaches.
yeah.
They go out to eat. You know, they're a big traveling family. It's super cool. There's much more to them than just entertainment. It's cool.
Yeah, it looks a lot of fun, and it kind of, I think it helps bring the fun back into baseball. And one thing for me, the time of year I really love is when they do the Little League World Series. Like I love the Little League World Series. I love watching those kids play.
None of those kids are 12 years old. League age.
but but I
all.
also love how they play a major league baseball game. What did you say, Nate?
The only person that's not bigger than you is Loves.
That is true.
I
She's
said
not on here.
everybody's taller than me.
That is true. That is true. Like if she
April,
met if she met Heather would be like towering. No, I'm just kidding.
even Stephen, like what you're
Even
saying,
Steven.
like with the Little League baseball,
Yeah.
like when I go watch, and I don't even mean my grandson, when I watch the little guys play, 8-year-olds, T-ball,
So
it's
cute.
like, oh, this is why we're doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
Now, the parents shouldn't be allowed in some of those 8-year-old games, but
I agree.
our
I agree
local
with that.
field serves alcohol. I don't
Oh
know
my
why you're
God.
drinking alcohol at 8, 9.
So
At
many-
an 8 and 9-year-old game?
Oh God, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's crazy. But yeah, when you see those Little League World Series, when you see
Ah.
T-ball, 8U baseball, it's like that's why we're doing this stuff.
Yeah,
you
and
know?
the thing is when you see those little leaguers, right? You see the joy and the excitement from them when they win, and they are like heartbroken, like the rest of their life is doomed, like just
I
losing
hate to
and
say
getting
it,
knocked out.
that's
Like
the best
literally, they're all
baseball you'll
crying
ever
and
play.
stuff.
That's the best
Huh?
baseball you ever play.
Yeah, and then and
My
I think
my grandson at 3 years old
Mhm.
has a bat flip from hell.
Yes,
And at
I have
three-
a video.
And at 3, I will let him get away with it. But at 8, bro, you're probably going to get beamed in the head doing that shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's a no-no, But at 3, let's do the bat flip. It's cute,
Thank you, Dustin. That is crazy. That's funny.
Yeah.
That is funny.
He's like spin the damn thing out.
He's got a little flip that he
Yeah.
does when he hits it. And at 3, on T-ball, we have 3 3-year-olds. They're going to continue to play all the way through high school together. We've arranged that already with addresses.
Arranged marriage. Okay.
option.
There's no option for these kids. But everybody else on that team's 5 and 6.
Yes. Older.
And our whole team is not hitting off the tee. They're hitting off coach pitch.
Mhm.
It's awesome.
That
So
is-
I give him the
that's
credit. Like, okay, you're hitting the baseball at 3 years old. You can bat flip. This year.
This year
We'll
only.
change
This
it.
and this year only.
We'll work on it this off season. I've already got him a
That's too
T-ball.
cute.
I've already got him a T-ball tournament in Phoenix, Arizona, all planned. So we're traveling.
He's,
There you go.
okay.
You gotta invite me.
T-ball,
Yeah.
He has already 4 gloves.
Okay. You can't ever have enough gloves, Ning. Don't be a hater.
He'll grow out of it.
And then we'll get him 4 new ones.
Yeah. I mean, what if you play 3 games a day? I mean, me personally, I only had 2, and I didn't like playing with any of
T-ball
the.
level?
They only play 1 a
At
week.
T-ball level?
I'm joking, Ning. I was a joke. Like, stop being so serious. Oh my gosh. Let the kid have 4 gloves.
Exactly. It's not like she paid for them.
It's,
It was with my baseball money.
it's 3 years old. He's 3 years old.
Wait till he's 13.
He actually just turned 4.
He
Wait
just
till
turned-
he's 18, 20. Wait till he's 20.
Ivan has always had, when the first year he came home from college, I was like, I didn't have to buy any of that shit. He had new catcher's equipment and everything. He's like, no, they gave it to me. I'm like, I love college.
Why am I need to calm down, Heather? I don't know what I need to call him. Hello, Prilla.
It's all about
Anyway.
manpower.
Exactly. Well, this was fun, guys. It was a lot of fun. John was our special guest, even though Ning decided to do it like this instead of him coming live and being in a third box.
I said that, and I'm not even the TikTok guy.
Yeah. But it's okay. It's okay. But no, it was a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed talking about baseball. I figured we'd talk about something else, and it's a lot of fun. I enjoy talking about I could literally go on for like 4 or 5 more hours and talk about this stuff because for me it's a passion. I think that kids nowadays, I think sometimes they lack. But again, the point that I like that John made is the fact is it starts in the home. That if there's no passion in the home, the kid is going to have a hard time to have passion on itself because it's a learned behavior. So if you don't,
Ning came from a country that really doesn't do baseball. They're more of a soccer, tennis, kind of gymnastics country. And literally, she may not understand or know how to
Agreed,
answer
Heather.
some of the questions you're saying, but this gal lives baseball. It's kind of hurt me. I won't even look at her in the face when I say this. It's kind of hurt me the last 2 years that she is somewhat taken off of baseball because Ivan's at a different level. Like I travel mostly by myself now as we traveled as a family. And, I think I told you this with Ivan. We had a big family event. The whole family, mom, dad, brothers, sisters, uncles, went to Disneyland. My parents paid for it. And we had a tournament that weekend. And Ivan just doesn't miss baseball. Miss practice. I had to pay to reschedule a driver's training class because it fell on practice day. So we had to pay extra to get it done on a weekend.
He's not kidding.
I'm not.
He's not kidding.
And I missed my sister's wedding for baseball, but Disneyland came and I gave that choice to Ivan. And I felt bad, bro. I was like, Ivan's almost 20 years old.
He's going to be 20 next month.
Never been to Disneyland. Don't hate me as a parent because I do feel bad. But Ivan looked at me one time and said, Dad, baseball is my Disneyland. And man, as much as it hurt, it felt good. And then we talk about a ball with 88, or what is it? How many stitches are in a baseball? Anyways,
something.
We talk about a little white ball with red stitching in it, bringing so many families. 90% of my friends on Facebook are a team we played with or against or whatever. Then our kids went to different high schools. We're all family on Facebook because of baseball. We met you 2 years ago, along with all our other TikTok family. And, one day I'm in the bedroom and I hear Ning just cackling and talking. I'm like, who the hell are you talking to? Oh, my friends. I'm like, what friends? And boom, here's you, Heather, Lux.
Pam was probably there.
Everybody.
Dustin, yeah.
Everybody. And I think that was a couple days before Thanksgiving or something when I finally jumped on.
I think so, yeah.
And we woke up like Thanksgiving morning and I was like, antsy walking around the house, and Ning's like, what are you doing? I'm like waiting for some of these people to ring the doorbell and show up because we just kind of instantly became family. And brother, I love you to death, love your daughter to death, where I consider you family. When I say niece, like she gets in trouble, I'm like, I'll meet you there, bro. And I bring some hole punchers,
I told her that.
And I can only say certain things on here, but
exactly.
When you guys came out to Florida, I mean, you're in Florida, but I thought you had to drive like an hour and a half. You drove what, 6+ hours with the dog?
Round trip.
I thought it was one way 6 hours.
Oh no! So it's, I think it was 3.5 one way.
BS.
So 6
the
hours.
kids from Orlando said it took them 3 hours.
No, it literally was. It took us like 4.5 with traffic and stuff. But it's if you look it up right now, it's like 3.5 hours.
But the time we shared, which was even a little bit, more less than I would wanted to, and you came for a baseball. I mean, you came to meet us, but that was the reason. Like, oh, we're there for baseball. Come meet us.
Mainly,
you're like,
mainly to meet you, but yeah.
Well, yeah, I know. I mean, even with the tag along, but
yeah.
But we got to go to a cool dinner, walk on the beach, make TikTok videos,
get wet,
chill by the pool,
ran in the water,
and come to watch some baseball.
Yeah.
And it's like, again, there's not a lot of sports that do that with families. I mean, you go play water polo, you leave the team, and you never see those guys again, or whatever. You know, Ivan will play against his baseball brothers from our organization because they all go to different colleges,
Right.
and he'll face them on the field. He'll fight like a gladiator on the field, and then after they shake hands, they'll hug it up. And it's so cool to see that.
Yeah.
Or, I hate to say it, even in high school, while we're shaking hands through the line, some of the kids from the opposing team come out and hug half of our coaching staff because we coach them in the organized baseball. You know,
Yeah.
that's why it's the best game in the world to me. I don't care if a guy hits 450 feet, you know.
And then what the thing for me is, if you ever go to a live baseball game, which is absolutely amazing. Obviously you guys are not Dodgers fans, so but the seventh inning stretch, singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game," like you can't beat that. You can't beat that.
And you get it from single A up.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Probably some D1 colleges and stuff too. But you get it. That's baseball. And I don't care what you believe in, there's baseball gods. And you have to play the game right. You know, Ivan might have
superstitious, right? You don't step on the line.
Ivan might have an opportunity to go play, as we talked, in Japan this summer. And it's not like, oh, my kid's going to play in Japan. He knows how to play the game. I want him to go over there to learn how to respect the game. Because they, like you said, the Latins play baseball just like soccer. There's European soccer, there's Latin soccer, there's Asian soccer. They don't all play the same way. The Latins play very rough. The Europeans play it very proper. You know, the Asians probably play a little more proper too. You know,
it's a mixture of both. Yeah,
baseball, America disrespects the game a lot.
Yes,
you know?
I agree. I agree.
And the Latins really disrespect the game a lot. The Asians do not disrespect the game.
No, not at all.
You know, and I want him to go over there and understand why he loves the game. Or any kid to get an opportunity like that, to go over there and understand why he loves the game.
Thank you for the cheering crab, Dustin. The thing is, that brings it all back to, and we'll wrap. Yeah. It's a cheering crab. No, I don't have
probably
crabs.
Probably got him on the end of the porch.
Yeah, probably. That brings me to my last point, and we'll wrap it up with this. But you talking about family and like how your friends and baseball, all the people you know, and how baseball, you know, you come together in fellowship at playing baseball and so on and so forth, right? And that is what when I first watched a baseball game in Japan, that is the biggest thing I noticed in Japan in baseball is when you, first of all, they don't disrespect. You never hear any taunting. You never hear, there's no talking crap to any of the other team. It's very respectful.
With their team.
You have one side of the stadium is in with either the home team or the away team, and the other is the away. And they each have their band, and they each cheer while the other team is batting. While their team is batting, they each cheer, and the team that they're representing cheers. And then when they get on the field, they sit down, and the other side of the stadium cheers. And again, it's the thing about it is for me, when the biggest difference is, like, you go to a baseball stadium now, so many fights and everything break out, and obviously alcohol has to do with it. But here's the thing: alcohol is very highly. There's a lot of alcohol sold at a Japanese baseball game. Let me just tell you something: a lot. But there's no fights that happen. They're all so respectful of the game. They're respectful of each other, and they're respectful of family. So I think that's the biggest thing. What was it? Yes,
Baseball.
Exactly. They are very superstitious. So for me, when I played, I wasn't that superstitious. I never stepped on the line because I was just disrespectful to step on the lines. But I never was superstitious. Like, we had some guys that didn't change their socks, and some guys that didn't, all. Yeah, I didn't know. I wanted
watch socks all week when he came.
I
the
did.
whole house.
Yeah.
Stink.
I mean, I get it though. I don't judge people like all my teammates. I didn't judge them like you guys are dumb for like no. I just for me they're like, oh, you're gonna make us lose. We didn't lose, so obviously it wasn't me. So like I said, but for me it was it was just different for me. I wasn't superstitious. Now there's things that I respected of the game that you just don't do. You don't cross those lines in a game. But again, like I said, everybody has their own, but the Japanese and the way they play the game is so honorable. But it's like everything they do is honorable. Everything they do in life is honorable. So that is going to be awesome. He goes and plays in Japan. Japanese know how to act in public, huh? What is act in public?
Leave my boy
How do you
alone.
act 10? And Dustin, don't worry, we're gonna have you guys on the show. I wanted to bring John on here for baseball, so I definitely you
Guys
guys
will
are
have
gonna
to
be
take
part.
shots of Fireball in between questions. It'll get better and better.
Oh boy! But anyway, well that wraps up this week's edition.
I hit 2 home runs with the dirty jockstrap. How do you think jockstrap went the rest of the year?
Well, see, here's the thing.
I'm very superstitious.
Here's the thing. In my career, I think I hit maybe 5 total home runs. So I wasn't a power hitter. Like I was more of a gapper or a line shot. Like I was on base a lot. So I was your leadoff guy. I was fast. I was quick. I'd get on base. I'd steal bases. I would turn singles into doubles. I just wasn't a power hitter. So for me, like I was really hard on myself with my swing. And a lot of it, my coach would always tell me, you're striking yourself out. That's what he always kept telling me. You're striking yourself out. He's like, the pitcher's not striking you out. You're striking yourself out because you're in your head. And
Hitters go through that.
yeah. And I would listen to him. And when I listened to him, I'd calm down and I'd start making contact with the ball. What'd you say?
I said that's what fat, ugly girls are for. Slump busters. Slump busters, they call them.
Well, if you watched Bull Durham, yeah. If anybody's watched the movie Bull Durham, yes, absolutely, you'll see that. But anyway, and I feel bad for that kid that got hit in the chest because I took one right off the cup. And in Texas, they have turf infield, and if anybody's ever hit a ball off turf infield and it's a line shot where it bounces, it skips like a skipping stone. And I totally misjudged it. Oh yeah, I totally misjudged it because I thought it was going to come up higher, so I went up higher and boing. Yeah.
Got a little back spin.
Oh, I went down like a sack of potatoes. I jumped up and threw them out, but I was like, I went right back down, and the coach came out and was like, "Are you good? You need to come out." I was like, let me just give me a second. I had a nice, let's put it this way, I had a nice outline, purple outline.
Ivan probably still has some bruises on his thighs from high school.
Oh, I can imagine being a catcher. I'm sure you had some. I'm sure you had some.
I did too, yeah. Ivan, I get rid of he must be iron deficient or something. His bruises stay for a long time, yeah, from me. Might be an Asian thing.
It is.
But yeah, I did too. But sometimes he'll pull his shorts off. I'm like, holy shit. Like, what
Who beat you up?
Yeah. And I bought him some padded shorts. And
those are so hard to wear. Yes, they're so hard to wear. And especially him as a catcher, getting down in that position.
When I was a kid, but
well, yeah.
Now with him, I kind of get everything. Like, let's try it out, see if it works. You know, the thumb pro and all this stuff. I just bought a throwing glove. It looks like a bowling glove.
Yes.
And it's supposed to teach, like you were talking about, it's supposed to teach you pressure and stuff. I bought it for a couple of our high school kids, but I'll be selling it in my showcase on TikTok. So you'll see it.
By the way, if anybody
if
anybody didn't know, John is a affiliate, so you guys can check his showcase out.
I'm trying to match my wife here.
He's finally in the affiliate game.
I have made
Yeah.
some videos.
His
But
first
I
video
did
was
just
amazing.
I just I just paid for the premium Grok to help me out. So
Oh, it's too funny. Too funny. I love it. I love it. This is
I
awesome.
put Steven dancing on the pole in Discord to the corgi dance.
Well, sir, we owe corgi dances.
Dude,
So we'll wrap the show up with corgi dances. We owe corgi dances. And I'll have
One?
to edit it. You owe 2. I only owe 1.
oh,
So
I'll give you extra
well,
show.
but what you can do is what you can do is Ning can do 1, you can do 1, I'll do 1, that's 3.
Oh my god.
See?
Sounds
It works out. Ning, do you want to play the music or do you want me to play the music?
I
Well, you
still
don't have the
think
mic on.
I still think you should change this from the laundry room to the corgi kennel.
And I could do that. I could do that. I was showing Ning earlier my LED little ticker that has words that go across, and there's a corgi dog on it.
It does. It sure
I'm
Yeah.
dead.
does.
I'm dead. Oh
It's
my
a
god.
corgi
that's
dog.
funny.
But before we do our corgi dance, guys, I want to say thank you guys for being in here. Thank you so much for supporting, tapping, sharing out. Appreciate it. We almost got the 50,000 likes, which is amazing. I appreciate it. Thanks
I'm
for
not
coming in.
even happy.
Thanks you for coming and supporting me and Ning, and John, who's our special guest. Don't worry, guys. We will funnel you guys into the show. We have to figure out how we're going to do it, but we're going to start getting you guys in as special guests onto the show. But yeah, you guys are amazing. We're up to 30 subscribers on the tube, so we need 20 more. So if you guys would gladly like to share it out to get people to subscribe, doesn't cost anything to subscribe, but it helps boost that. Pig Suey's correct, Dustin. Woo, see, Pig
How
Suey.
about those Sooners, though, baby? I
Yeah,
remember
we
in
won't
the
talk
beginning
about
of
that.
the year, Steven
We
said
won't-
Texas Sooners weren't going anywhere. I
I-
know where they're
okay.
going, the playoffs.
But yeah, I'm rooting for him, buddy. Don't worry.
Give me some good music, bro.
I'm trying. Let's see. We're gonna do this though. We're gonna do this one. Okay, we're gonna do the wobble.
Money.
Oh my god, you're doing the wobble.
But anyway,
Yes.
Yes, 50,000. There you go, guys. Thank you, guys. But I want to thank you guys. I want to thank y'all again so much. I'll let Ning talk too because she's also a host. But thank you guys so much. I appreciate all y'all's your amazing support. And like John said, even if you're not part of the TikTok family for us and community, you still are part of our TikTok family and community. We appreciate everything you guys do and the support you guys show. And
I think they are,
everything
though.
you
I
guys-
think we've all followed them and liked them and
Yeah.
popped in on their lives. And
Well, that's
They
what I was
come
saying.
up on
Even if
here
they
to
don't
listen
think
to
that,
you.
they're part of the family.
yeah,
They may not think it, but you really are, just so you know. So, Ning,
Thank you, Heather.
except Heather.
What?
Ning, do you have anything to say
Too
in
much
closing?
tonight.
Oh.
Yeah, not tomorrow. Do you have anything to say in closing?
Just wanted to say thank you for you guys' time. I appreciate you guys being here to support and listen to us, our conversations. I hope you guys enjoyed. We enjoy you guys' all the comments, interactions, and all the gifts. I appreciate you guys so much. And then we will be here again next Wednesday and hope you guys join us.
Me, you can rent me out for parties.
Maybe,
I'm here all the time.
maybe even Sunday, possibly, honey. We talked about that, but I don't
I
know.
got tournament.
Oh, okay, that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, she don't come out and watch me coach.
It's cold
It's not
right
that
now.
cool. All right.
People
Well, we
go
thank
out
you
in
guys.
Florida.
It's chilly tonight. I have the back door open and it's like 50 degrees, so it feels great in here. So
All right, I got to call Jamil, so let's dance.
Dustin says, Ning, I need to borrow your husband. Your husband.
The batteries are dead.
All right, guys, we're gonna play Wobble Baby, Wobble Baby. You ready?
All the shorties in the club, let me see you dance. Back it up, drop it down, let me see you dance. Get low. Let me see your chest. Push it up, push it up. Let me see your chest.
Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble. Yeah. Wobble, baby, wobble.
I gotta do the dance, you know.
Wobble, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble. Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble.
Yeah. Get up there. All right. Well, there we go. Thank you guys. Thank you for the corgis, the gifts, Lace, Star, Heather, Dustin, everybody that supported. We appreciate all of you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So what? Wait, what? I will straight up kick it with John. Thank you, Just Jamie. Appreciate that. What's the blue poster? This blue poster, thank you for your daily. This blue poster is the Yokohama Bay Stars professional Japanese baseball team in Yokohama, Japan. So that's what that says is the Yokohama Bay Stars in Japanese. That's the Japanese characters for Yokohama Bay Stars. So this hat as well. This is their baseball hat as well. So I was wearing the jersey the other day when we did the Japan when we talked about Japan.
Yes, last Wednesday we did that.
Yep. So I had the jersey on, but like I went to their games a lot. I also went to the Tokyo Giants. They're not called the Tokyo Giants anymore. They're called something else. But anyway, yeah, this is their baseball hat, and that's what that says. It says Yokohama Bay Stars, Yoda Kyoto. So that's what they say. Yoda Kyoto. It's crazy. They do some crazy chants. But anyway, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. We're trying to post it onto the tube, but we're trying to edit it because this is why there's no music here, because the last two times we did it, the tube said copyright issue because there was music in the background. So yeah,
Maybe we can find just like a melody only, not technically like a song.
well, I think I have to listen. I have to go back and listen to the other one. I think the other one's only instrumental. What's up, Michaela? No music for you. No music for me. Who's you?
No music for you? Is that you too? You or me?
I don't know what ooh is.
Ooh.
Ooh No, we'd had music on just a second ago because the three of us had to do a corgi dance.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, Michaela. Steven said he said that he know what he's doing on that handstand. Michaela said she can show you the proper way to do handstand.
A handstand?
That's
She'll
what you
teach
call
me?
the way how you that's what they call it. It's handstand.
Thanks, Michaela. I appreciate that. That's so sweet of you. Thank you. Anyway, well, again, thank you guys so much. We appreciate y'all. Absolutely amazing. We might be on Sunday, depends on what's going on. But if not, we will definitely be back next Wednesday. So thank you again, guys. Love you all. Nephew says hi, Ning.
But Jalen's going to be
Nephew says hi.
Oh,
Michaela's son. Come on.
that munchkin.
He acted like.
But anyway, love you guys. See you later. Good night.
Bye.
See y'all next week. Bye.